When you come to LSU, you want to be elite. You want to recruit elite players, and you want to be coached by elite. And the development that our coaching staff has done with these young men has been a great accomplishment.
Hello, Tiger fans. LSU football is coming off a big win over South Carolina. But after facing 3 SEC East opponents in a row, the Tigers traveled to the Plains to take on Auburn in the annual SEC West rivalry game. This week, we introduce you to LSU's young, talented running back duo and also go behind the scenes on how the Tigers set up an away game locker room. I'm Emily Dixon, and this is another edition of Inside LSU Football presented by Academy Sports and Outdoors.
Inside LSU Football, presented by Academy Sports and Outdoors, is brought to you each week by the 8 partners that represent Team LSU. Cox, the official communications provider of LSU Athletics. McDonald's, official sponsor of the LSU Tigers. Our Lady of the Lake, official healthcare provider of LSU Athletics. Planet Fitness, official gym partner of the LSU Tigers. Ross's Markets, official supermarket of LSU Athletics. Coca-Cola, official beverage partner of the LSU Tigers. People's Health, the official health plan of LSU Athletics. And by Hancock Whitney, the official bank of the LSU Tigers. This segment of Inside LSU Football is brought to you each week by Bud Light. There's a Bud Light there.
We are not the first to walk these fields. These grounds are haunted. They are where the spirits of the past got their first glimpse of immortality.
Chark down the sideline. He's going to take it.
Some fear these ghosts.
Intercepted. Game is over. Tigers.
And with good reason. They made the earth shake. They made the people scream. They've seen time stop. And the night catch fire. Don't be afraid. Their time is past. The fields they once walked
To win it for LSU.
belong to us now.
It is dead center.
They made their history. Now we make ours.
Touchdown LSU.
That's not football. LSU Tigers go to war. 1, 2, 3.
Go Tigers.
Thunder and lightning, dynamic duo, however you want to describe them. Ty Davis-Price and John Emery Jr. are LSU football's sophomore 1-2 punch at running back. They both were in the same signing class coming out of high school and battled each other for the title of best back in the state of Louisiana. LSU digital reporter Cody Worsham sat down with both of them to learn more about their relationship on and off the field.
What have you learned in this time about what family means, how important it is, how it helps you on the football field, but how it's bigger than football too?
In high school, majority of my life, I was going by Tyrion Davis, and that was my mom's maiden name. But recently, before I went to college, I knew I wanted to represent both sides of my family, my mom and my dad. They are married. I just never had his last name.
Mm-hmm.
And so like I got that hyphenated because I wanted to represent both sides of my family to show that, you know, I love both sides of my family equally.
You know, we all we know is to stay close. And through that hard time, you know, we barely dealt with hard times, but you know, like you know, when the COVID hit, you know, I had a couple people pass, and we just made sure that we stayed close, and just so I could succeed in life. You know, that's what, you know, my grandmother passed, and you know, that's my whole big thing, and I want her to look down and be happy. You know, so I just want to keep going.
Like, it was real hard. I lost my grandmother back in January, I want to say, and it was really tough for me. And but I stayed strong because I knew she was in a better place. You know, I knew, and like, she always kept me strong in that process. Even with her being sick, she always kept me strong and kept me motivated. That's what kept me moving forward, pushing, and I knew she was gonna be okay. I think about my family 24/7, how I can help them, you know, in the future, is how I can be a role model for my siblings, how I can be a better brother, how I can be a better son to my siblings, be a better person in general. But
that's what I want to ask about, that bond, to be able to lean on each other when you're going through something like that, you know, you can't go through that alone. That, like, when you're, you know, parents' health or whatever difficulty life throws at you, to have someone to lean on. I mean, how important was he for you?
Whenever he down, I'm there for him. Whenever I'm down, he there for me. Because, you know, as soon as we get in here, as soon as we get in this building, you know, it's strictly business and we got to get to it. And we putting on for them, so that's how we look at it.
that's why I love that dude, man. Like, I love that dude.
Love you too, brother.
Like, I've been knowing him for like years, and I only been knowing you we sophomores now, but like, it hasn't even been like 2 full years. But like, I love him like I've been knowing him all my life.
The strength that y'all have, you know, coming up in your childhood, coming from these families, it seems like y'all both just have a real strong way about you, resilience about you. How much of that helps you, John, in football to have that resilience built into you? And how much is football, I don't know, not an escape, but just a way to use all that toughness and resilience in a productive way?
Football is something that I come when I come to football, it's basically to let all my feelings out. You know, football is about emotion, I feel, and football can really escape you from reality and just let you focus in just on football. And
football is everything to me, just like my family. Like, football is everything to me. Like, that's all I know, that's all I've been knowing all my life. And like, it helps you stay out of trouble. It helps you stay out of trouble, it keeps you out of trouble. Like,
you can relate football to life, and football can help with life. And you know, I just feel like the stuff that I've been through, if I wasn't playing football, you know, I wouldn't be the person I am today.
Take me back to whatever the first meeting in here was, when y'all knew that Miles wasn't going to play. Does Kevin Falk walk in and say, "Hey, it's time for you guys to step up and carry the load"? What was that dynamic like, knowing like, hey, we're gonna have to pick it up and make life easier on the quarterback?
And we all knew that we was gonna have to carry the load. Mm-hmm. You know, the hairs on my arm just started raising up because I knew it was time now. You know, because I feel like they didn't really think we had a run game. People didn't think that, and you know, we know we have a run game. We just had to get the opportunity to do it, and we showed it out there on the field. And
I felt like it was about time because, like, at the end of the day, like, we've been knowing since fall camp. We've been new. Like you said, like John said, we just needed the opportunity to go out there and just to show that.
Stay tuned for more Inside LSU Football after the break.
Gear up for fall at Academy Sports and Outdoors.
What makes Cox panoramic Wi-Fi so smart?
Its new advanced technology automatically optimizes data routes around network congestion.
Huh? Meaning you get fast Wi-Fi.
No matter how many devices you have.
So say sayonara to lagging and buffering.
Hey, the more devices you have, the smarter your Wi-Fi needs to be.
And there's no smarter Wi-Fi than Cox Panoramic Wi-Fi.
To the people stepping up, in the face of an unprecedented challenge. Thank you for everything you're doing to serve our communities and keep us safe. To the people of Hancock Whitney, thanks for being the ones our clients can count on. Because even though it feels like everything has changed right now, it's reassuring to see that some things haven't. We'll get through this the same way we always do, together.
We're born to be loud, born to be strong, born to work hard and tailgate harder. We're born to give it our all, on the field, in the stands, and beyond. We're born to be Tigers. We're the Tiger Athletic Foundation. Be part of the team behind the Tigers. Join today for better access and better perks. TAF, we're here for Tigers. Be there for them too. Annual membership starts at only $50.
LSU Tigers fans, show your pride with real Tigers gear from the official online store, lsushop.net. You'll find everything a Tigers fan needs, including jerseys, sideline gear, polos, t-shirts, hats, and more. With an awesome selection of over 4,100 products, including official team merchandise from Nike, when it comes to Tigers pride, there's only one place real Tigers fans go, lsushop.net.
This segment of Inside LSU Football is brought to you each week by Our Lady of the Lake Children's Health, one of Louisiana's largest pediatric healthcare networks.
The Tigers are officially halfway through the all-SEC 10-game schedule, and with only 2 of those games being played in Death Valley, they are very used to life on the road. But wherever the Tigers go, the LSU football equipment staff make sure they feel right at home. From loading up Tiger One to arriving in enemy territory, here's a look behind the scenes of how everything gets put together.
A big part of our process when we first get here is unloading the truck. A lot of my students to do a great job when we load it back in Baton Rouge, and they get here to start the process of unloading it. We have about 5 guys unloading, and while the rest of us come in here, we set the locker room up, we kind of lay everything out. Quarterbacks closest to the door, offense and defense, special teams all separated. You don't put them on backwards and double check the number with the jersey. Kind of have to lay out the locker room itself just to make sure we have enough meeting area for offense and defense. And then after that, Luke Dudley and myself, we go and set up the coaches while the rest of our students, training students and video students all really set up all the helmets, shoulder pads, jerseys, and everything along those lines. They do most of the work on away games. I just kind of oversee them, so I can't really take much credit at all. It's all of them, really.
When we come back, we've got you covered from all angles on the Plains, including game highlights and post-game interviews with the Tigers, and of course, head coach Ed Orgeron.
You need more layers, diagonal layers.
I got it, Ron. Thanks.
Leave him alone, Dad. Oh, honey, you should use ice blocks instead of cubes.
No, Bud Light Seltzer goes on top.
Diagonal layers.
Did you pre-chill the Bud Light lemonades? Need more ice.
And diagonal layers.
I mean, if you're gonna do it right.
I don't need my hands getting cold. Why don't you try using the Plumsky method? Brings out the citrus notes. Dad?
Gotta crush the ice, son.
Okay, I'm out.
What's his problem?
Whenever packing the cooler really, really matters, there's a Bud Light there.
If you believe in me, I'll be the first one in our family to graduate college.
I'll be the one to change our history of diabetes.
I'll live a healthy life.
If you believe in me, I'll know my worth is more than face value.
I'll be stronger than a weak heart. I'll know 68 pounds carries weight in this world.
If you believe in me,
I'll believe in myself.
Belief in our children can change their future. Our Lady of the Lake Children's Health.
hey everybody, let's have some fun. The time is right, the party's just begun. Have a good time sprawl.
Drive F-150 with $5,500 cash back. Only at your Southern Quality Ford dealer. Proud sponsor of the national champion LSU Tigers.
When the ground shifts beneath you, you can run or you can stand firm. At LSU, our stand is rock solid. Our blood runs hot, even as our heads stay cool. Because now is a pivotal moment in the fight for our future. And we refuse to back down when the world needs solutions. LSU, fierce for the future.
We're born to be loud, born to be strong, born to work hard and tailgate harder. We're born to give it our all, on the field, in the stands, and beyond. We're born to be Tigers. We're the Tiger Athletic Foundation. Be part of the team behind the Tigers. Join today for better access and better perks. TAF, we're here for Tigers. Be there for them too. Annual membership starts at only $50.
This segment of Inside LSU Football is brought to you each week by LSUshop.net. For the latest in sideline apparel, gifts, and all things LSU Tigers, go to LSUshop.net.
After 3 straight games against SEC East opponents, it's back to a traditional bare-knuckle brawl in the SEC West, no less, on Halloween as the Auburn Tigers welcome in your Fighting Tigers of LSU. We expect another cat fight to unfold this afternoon. 2nd down and 2 for Auburn. This time on the handoff, Tank Bigsby is going to be pushed back. Not sure he got back to the line of scrimmage. He may have lost yards on the play. Takes the shotgun snap. They'll do the reverse. Coming near side is going to be Swartz. Swartz trying to get to midfield, and he's going to be crashed down and gain just 1 yard. Eli Ricks coming up. Calls for the snap, gets it from Shanahan. Throw, slant, going to be caught. Eric Gilbert stays on his feet, picks up the first down into Auburn territory. Inside the 19-yard line, the throw towards the end zone. Catch made at the 1, and a battle near the pylon. Seth Williams hauled it in.
After review, the receiver possessed the ball, fumbles it into and out of the end zone, resulting in a touchback. First and 10 LSU.
First down and 10 from their own 20. Now the Fighting Tigers attacking left to right on your dial. Finley in the shotgun. Ty Davis-Price, the featured back. Finley steps away from pressure, now fires, and Racey McMath diving up across the 40. Far side, able to haul it in. Finley buying time, dumps it off near side, making the turn and finding some yards across the 45 is Jeray Jenkins. Missed tackles in the backfield. Bigsby almost got away, tried to turn and move to his left, and eventually LSU makes the tackle. Derek Stingley comes up and drops him. Carlson with the approach, and again, angles this one to the near side. Palmer settles under it. He'll make the catch around the 2. Run towards the middle of the field, and he's got room. Carlson able to make the tackle at about the 35. Working just inside the far hash. Finley again drops it off underneath. This time with room wide open is going to be Jenkins. Jenkins able to cross into Auburn territory at about the 48-yard line on a gain of 18. 8 seconds to play here in the second quarter. Finley looking, throws to McMath across the middle. He'll haul it in. Here's the snap. Placement is down. Kick is up. Kick is on its way, and the kick is good. So the 51-yarder gets LSU on the board as the second quarter comes to an end. Tigers take over, first down and 10 at their own 29-yard line. Johnson steps up in the pocket, now decides to tuck and run. And again, able to get to the near side boundary. Second down, 7. At the 32 under duress, Johnson unloads. Ty Davis Price in the flat, near side, takes it across the 35 up to the 40-yard line. First down play. Johnson throws way across the field. Catch going to be made by Kirkland. He will skirt up the far sideline, get into Auburn territory. Throwing deep, Johnson caught at about the 5-yard line. Keyshawn Butte into the end zone. And the Tigers get a passing touchdown. The Tigers again trying for two. Johnson shotgun snap. This time rolls to his left. Had a man open, didn't see him. Now Johnson's just going to try to beat him to the pylon. And he does.
We just never really got anything going really throughout the entire game. We weren't really able to establish the run game early. Turn the ball over, that was killer. Fall behind, and then it just seemed like when it rains, it pours. And in the second half, it really got out of hand really quick. So, we just didn't get anything going. We'll have to see the film and see what went wrong.
Defensive-wise, we just have to keep making strides. We showed some promise early on in the game with getting stops, but we just have to continue to go forth with that throughout the whole entire game, all 4 quarters. We just can't have one quarter of just good defense. We just have to keep on striving throughout the whole game as a whole and just put it all together.
Today tastes like a home game, like a huddle. Tastes like we're bringing the heat, and like a front row seat. Today tastes like we're a team, and it never tasted this good.
To the people stepping up in the face of an unprecedented challenge, thank you for everything you're doing to serve our communities and keep us safe. To the people of Hancock Whitney, thanks for being the ones our clients can count on. Because even though it feels like everything has changed right now, it's reassuring to see that some things haven't. We'll get through this the same way we always do, together.
Gear up for fall at Academy Sports and Outdoors.
When the ground shifts beneath you, you can run or you can stand firm. At LSU, our stand is rock solid. Our blood runs hot even as our heads stay cool. Because now is a pivotal moment in the fight for our future. And we refuse to back down when the world needs solutions. LSU, fierce for the future.
LSU Tigers fans, show your pride with real Tigers gear from the official online store, LSUshop.net. You'll find everything a Tigers fan needs, including jerseys, sideline gear, polos, t-shirts, hats, and more. With an awesome selection of over 4,100 products, including official team merchandise from Nike, when it comes to Tigers pride, there's only one place real Tigers fans go, LSUshop.net.
This segment of Inside LSU Football is brought to you each week by Academy Sports and Outdoors. With curbside pickup, it's never been easier to shop in-store or online at academy.com.
Very disappointing. Give credit to Auburn. They came ready to play. The turnovers really hurt us. Obviously, the defense was playing strong at the beginning. The line of scrimmage, they had 206 yards. We had 32 yards rushing. Too much pressure on the quarterback. We did not play very well, and Auburn played their best game. We got an open date. We're going to look at the things that we need to get fixed, and like we always do, we're going to work on getting fixed. We got to play with consistency. Obviously, we got to get better at a lot of things. I thought we could run the football. I was worried about our pass protection a little bit. I thought we needed to chip a little more and give the left tackle a little bit more help. I knew they were good pass rushers, but I was really surprised that we couldn't run the football. We played so well last week. You know, I mean, there was a couple of throws that could have went either way. You know, the receiver should have caught it. One was behind. And then I know when they make a turnover, I'm not going to pull them out right away. I mean, you can't keep on pulling quarterbacks in and out like that. So we had to give him enough time to see what he could do. And then when we finally made the decision to put Max in, we just thought that we had to go in a different direction. I thought we were playing with our cleats in the grass. Bull had a good plan. Our guys were tackling. We were keeping the ball in front of us. We were eliminating explosive plays. Now, we had a couple of busts on the speed sweep. But overall, I thought our tackling was pretty good in the first half. We got to come out stronger. You know, we got to come out stronger, and we got to play for 60 minutes. And we always talk about coming out strong in the second half, and we didn't. And we're going to look at the film. We got out physical up front. Tank basically a good player, and we couldn't stop the quarterback. He made some big plays on us. And then we let the ball behind us in the fourth quarter. And those are things that we can't do in defense. Miles is our starting quarterback, that's clear. You know, if TJ would have had an outstanding game and beat Auburn and stuff, then we'd have to discuss things. But Miles is definitely our starting quarterback. These guys are two young freshmen. They're going to be inconsistent because they're freshmen. But you know what? I can't expect them to perform well when we can't block. I mean, those defensive linemen were all over these guys. Were running for their lives. You always got to start with protection. So I can't put it on young quarterbacks. We need to do a better job of protection. We got to look at the tape and see where we went wrong. We got to continue to fix the things we can. We got to be constructive. We got to be positive, and just identify what the problem is and come up with a solution. And we got to keep playing. There's a lot of young players out there. Eric Gilbert played well. There's some young guys that are learning how to play. This is a new team, but you got to learn. You come on the road at SEC, you better be ready to play. And that's my responsibility. Today we didn't start off fast, and Auburn was ready to play.
It's time for LSU football to rest up with a bye week before a matchup versus Alabama right here in Tiger Stadium on November 14th. And even though the Tigers are taking a much-needed break, we will still be here next week with all things LSU football. Thanks for tuning in to this week's Inside LSU Football presented by Academy Sports and Outdoors. We'll see you next week.
Inside LSU Football, presented by Academy Sports and Outdoors, is brought to you each week by the 8 partners that represent Team LSU. Cox, the official communications provider of LSU Athletics. McDonald's, official sponsor of the LSU Tigers. Our Lady of the Lake, official healthcare provider of LSU Athletics. Planet Fitness, official gym partner of the LSU Tigers. Ross's Markets, official supermarket of LSU Athletics. Coca-Cola, official beverage partner of the LSU Tigers. People's Health, the official health plan of LSU Athletics. And by Hancock Whitney, the official bank of the LSU Tigers.
When you come to LSU, you want to be elite. You want to recruit elite players, and you want to be coached by elite. And the development that our coaching staff has done with these young men has been a great accomplishment.